Well, I've got some plain denim patches here, and these are ones I've just cut out of some old jeans. I never throw anything away. And by the end of this video, I want to see if I can turn them into colourful patches that look good enough to wear. And this could go one of two ways. These could either look awful, something that I should have left in me patch pot, or they could look amazing. I'm going to be using the 3D fabric paint set here that was sent to me by Let's Resin. Comes with some brushes, some little stencils, and you get 30 different colours of paint as well. And apparently you can do 3D or you can paint with them. Now, before I get started, what I'm going to do is sketch on my patches what I want them to look like. Now, I've purposely not sewn the edges of these because I want them to have frayed edges when they're finished. So they look a little bit more rustic. I'm going to have a quick look through my sketch pads that I doodle in all the time and see if there's any designs in here I particularly like that I think would look nice on a patch. So I've chosen some images now, and what I'm going to do on this one is some balloons. All I've got here is a fabric pencil, and this washes out really quite easily once you put it in the wash. And balloons are really simple to draw. Just running it down like that. I've got a bit of light there. And I'll probably have one. I don't want 2 on there because 2 is all. I always think 3 or 5 or 1 are better numbers. Do another balloon. So there's the balloons. Really simple to draw on. I've done some other ones. So I've done an umbrella with a little rainbow going over the top. I've done a couple of ice lollies. Why, I don't know. Some snowdrops and a poppy. I've got myself a big bucket here of warm, soapy water to wash out my brushes with. Got my little palette, and I'm going to try, and I've got some of the brushes that came with it, but also some of my own brushes. And I'm also going to try and use it as the 3D as well on one of them. Not sure which one. I'm also going to read the instructions, I think, because I don't actually know how to use them. Apply directly from the precision tip. Dry, lay flat to dry for 12 to 24 hours. Wash, wait 48 hours. Works best on jeans, t-shirts, sneakers and backpacks. There we go. So the first one I'm going to do is this snowdrop. And I'm going to put the stuff on so it's 3D. Now, I have a tremor, as you know. So I haven't got the steadiest hand. Coming out of here really easy. And these aren't normal acrylic paints on here. They're specially designed for using with material. That isn't very neat at all. See if we can neaten that up with a brush. Well, that's quite neat now. Well, it's neater. And there's a neon green here. So that's what I'm going to use for the stalk. But they're not hard to use either. My little tremor going off. Making sure it's in contact with the material. Like that. And now all I'm going to do is fill that in. So that's what that one looks like so far. So I'm going to go around and finish these ones off, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to do next. That was much easier and quicker than I thought it would be. And I definitely think that looks like snowdrops. I'm just going to fill that little bit in again where I just stuck my great big finger. I did say to you it would probably be messy. Or I'd be messy. I don't know how well this is going to dry now in this 3D shape, but it does say it can be used for 3D paints. So there we go, look. Move these bits out as well. So all I'm going to do now is leave this to dry somewhere nice and flat. And this would be ideal to be doing with your kids as well. I think you could make some great stuff with your kids. But now I'm going to have a go at painting with it. I'm not sure how vibrant it's going to show up on the dark jeans. I'm going to start off fairly simple. I'm going to have a yellow balloon, metallic copper, and a blue balloon, I think. So many colours in here to choose from. So first I'm going to squeeze a bit of this out into there. And it does say you may need to use 2 applications. And you can leave it, I believe it's about 30 minutes in between each one. And then reapply. And then you need to leave it to cure for 24 hours. And 48 hours before you wash it. I wonder if it makes it go really hard or if it stays quite flexible. Soon to find out, won't we? I think I could have probably used a bigger brush. So let's try a slightly bigger brush. Oh yeah, that's much better. Now that is quite colourful. I mean, I am putting blue on blue, I suppose, here. But that is quite colourful. But it does definitely needs to be brighter than that. So that was that blue one. So let's rinse out my brush, dry my brush off. Then we'll try with the yellow and we'll see what the yellow one does. That is bright, isn't it? Look how bright that yellow is. I mean, you could put a white underneath it first and then paint over that, but I think I'm going to test it like this first. Smooths out really well. Might be worth putting some, if you're using a thinner material, it might be worth putting some cardboard or something underneath it, especially if you don't want it to go to the other side of whatever you're painting on, like a t-shirt or something like that. Obviously, I don't need to do that with this. There we go. And then I'm going to do the final colour and we'll see how that one comes out. I think it needs to be a pink. I don't know what colour that is, but it's mulberry jam and I like the sound of that. So we're going to have a mulberry jam balloon. Oh, I like that colour. And now what I'll let them do is I'll let them dry for half an hour and then I'll give them a second coat. And while they're drying, I'll go ahead and work on these and then I can show you what they look like when these ones are done. So that one's been drying now for 30 minutes. I'm going to give it a second coat. But what I'm also going to test is if on dark fabric like this, whether you're better off giving it a coat of almost like a base coat of white first to get those vibrant, really vibrant colours going on. I'm going to quickly give this a second coat. I mean, it is coming out quite nice, but it's not as vibrant as I would like to see it. So instead of doing my lollipop one, what I'm going to do is another one like that on that bit of material, but coat it in white first. I mean, the blues are coming out lovely because it's on a bluish base, I suppose. It's dark. I have had some lovely, great fun with this, though. I'm sure your kids and you would have some great fun. Especially if you're a good artist, you could do some lovely pictures on shirts and tote bags and all that sort of thing. And they're so easy to use and really easy to clean up the mess as well, which makes it doubly important. I'm going to do that mulberry jam one because I really like that mulberry jam. I have no idea what colour it is, but it says it's mulberry jam, so it's mulberry jam. I will put the strings in as well, of course. So I'm going to do a similar pattern on this, but I'm going to paint the white on it first. So I've got that drawn on, very similar pattern, and all I'm doing is going over this with this white and kind of putting an undercoat on it. I'll leave that to dry for the 30 minutes and then I'll put a coat of the same colours that I've done on it. You can see if that works better. I mean, on white material, I would imagine these are going to, or light material, these are going to show up amazingly. Goes on really easily, and when it's dry, it's actually all dryish. I mean, it's not completely dry because it needs to dry for 24 hours. It feels flexible. I expected it to be really stiff. So there we go. I've got those three painted on there in white. I will leave them now for half an hour. I'm not going to put another coat on these because they've had two coats now. But what I am going to do is put my little highlights in. And then we can have a real honest comparison between coating it or not coating it. There we go. So there's my little balloon highlights. And then I'm going to be using... Oh, no, I'm not going to be using black. That's boring when there's so many fabulous colours in it. I'm going to put neon yellow strings on, but I'm going to use it as the 3D. So it's more 3D-ish for the strings. And there we go. We've got the strings on there as well as the 3D strings. And I can put them to one side. And this is the poppy I've done so far, and there's the rainbow one. I really like that one with the umbrella. Now for this one, I'm going to put some black in there as well, just to give it a bit more colour, but I want to mix it in with a bit of red, well, just so it's not quite as harsh. And I made that 3D in the centre there as well. So all I'm going to do now is bring some lines in here like this, and there's me poppy. And again, that has got a 3D centre in it. Well, this white is lovely and dry now, so let's see if it makes a difference by putting white down first on dark colours. I'm going to do this one first because that's the one that's behind, and that way I can make it look like it's behind when I've finished it. Well, it is covering really easily, and it certainly is giving a vibrant colour. You don't need a heavy coat, I would say, with this. A light coat of the white is probably enough. And that's that mulberry jam. I absolutely love that colour. Let me know in the comments below what actual colour it is, because obviously being colourblind, I have no clue. It could be blue, could be pink, could be purple, be a reddish colour, but I just like it. So there we go. That one's come out really well. And we'll do a comparison between the two. as well. And I want to say sorry as well if you didn't get my message for not releasing videos for a couple of weeks. I haven't released videos on either channel. To be honest, I just needed a break. It's the first time in 7 years that I haven't released videos on my resin channel, but I just had got to the point where I was at breaking point. I was so tired and I just couldn't keep up. So I just thought, oh, I've got to have a break. And I also took a break from releasing videos on this channel as well. So sorry about that. But I'm back now and hopefully I'll be able to stay back. It's really difficult on YouTube at the moment with all the YouTube changes, with the algorithm, how it recommends people. And it was just getting to me and I was starting to get really down about it. And then it was, anxiety kicked in and then everything else kicked in. So I just thought, no, I've got to take a break. So thank you to all the people who saw my messages and sent me a coffee to keep me going. And all the people that joined the membership on my other channel as well. Honestly, you guys just don't know what sort of godsend you are. So that is much more vibrant than that yellow there. But I actually really do like the way that that has come out. But that is much more vibrant. So let's just check on the blue. And obviously these aren't dry yet. And they've only had one coat. I probably would stick with one coat. They perhaps don't need a second coat. But we will see. So I'm feeling much better now. The first week, can you believe it, I got food poisoning. So I didn't really get much of a break anyway, because I was in bed. But I am feeling much better now. So I'm not going to give those a second coat. What I am going to do is use the neon yellow rather than just the normal yellow. And put my strings in. So I want those to be 3D-ish. And now I'm going to leave those to dry the same. I'm also going to put the white flecks in as well. Mustn't forget those. Because if not, that is what really finishes off a balloon, I think. Just putting those little white bits in. Stuck my finger in that blimmin' string again. That's the second time I've done that. Well, not on this one. I did it on the other one, didn't I? So that's those ones done. Now I can clean out my brushes. I can put that in there. And I'll show you what else I've done. I have had an amazing couple of hours. So you've seen my rainbow one. Love the way that's come out with the little brolly. And it's drying nicely. My balloons one. I put some leaves behind my poppy. Do you want to have a quick look at that one closer? And then obviously the 3D front. I also did my lollipops. And I'm loving the way they have come out. And then there's my snowdrops as well, which again are all done in 3D. So we've got a bit of 3D on there, bit of 3D on there, bit of 3D on there, all 3D, and then just painted on. I think they're coming out great. So I'm going to leave these now for 24 hours to fully dry. Well, these are all done now, and I must say I had a brilliant time doing them. The balloon one, that's the one where I put the white underneath, and it did give a much more vibrant colour on this dark material than where I didn't. But I equally like that just as much. I think that looks really good. I'm loving these patches. I could have spent all day and the next day playing around with this. I had so much fun. The lolly one came out great. The 3D one has also come out really well, and they're fully dry. And what I like about them is they're still all flexible and it doesn't crack or anything like that. Same with the snowdrops. But I thought, well, I need to know what these are like using a white cotton. So I made some using a white cotton. So I did the lollies again, and look how vibrant those colours come out on white. Beautiful. And I also did the balloons, and they came out really well. I've had so much fun with these, and the patches have come out amazing. Thank you, Let's Resin, for sending these to me. I really appreciate it. I know it's not resin, but Let's Resin make lots of different things that aren't resin. So it was really nice to have these sent. If I've got a discount code, I'll link it in the description below. But be sure to check them out. It was so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun it was. And I was feeling a bit down and depressed. And this really did take me out of myself for a while. Great way to upcycle material. You could do t-shirts. You could do all sorts with these. Love them. Upcycling is a real passion of mine, and I've done some really interesting projects. Check them out next. They're coming up now. Be sure to watch that next. Move that like button, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.